Hello everyone. This is going to be a bit of a random, kind of not very related to much video log really. Um, First of all, yeah, it's going to be a bit bitty. I also can't talk very well at the moment because I've got a bit of a cold, so if I sound all sniffly and husky and a bit gross, it's because of that. So anyway, I'm getting over it now, thankfully. Oh dear. Also, I just want to clear something up. I got told that I've got a blog voice, and that apparently when I'm talking on my videos, I don't sound how I sound in real life. Now, obviously, for those of you watching this who do know me in real life, you'll be able to tell me whether I do sound different, and maybe I do sound different. Obviously, I can't tell because I'm just talking, but I think if I do sound different, it's only because it's very difficult to talk to yourself. I've just said difficult 10 times. It's because my life is so difficult. Anyway, so I think I must just assume some weird voice when I'm talking to myself. Let's move that up a bit. Cut me off the top of my head. Everyone wants to see the top of my head. It's really, really special. I'm special. So anyway, the main thing I thought I guess it's a bit of a rant, make myself feel better because I'm feeling a bit rubbish health-wise at the moment. I thought I'd have a bit of a rant, and it's to do with music taste being related to how old you are. So it's a bit of a trip down memory lane for me, and some of you watching this might identify with some of the bands that I liked when I suppose I first got into alternative music or rock music, whatever you want to call it, when I was 15. And stupid laptop, don't go off. So yes, when I was back in school, me and my friend Nicola specifically, she kind of got me into certain bands, and a while ago, a few months ago on Last FM, I got into a bit of a brawl with some kid who I'm pretty sure was actually 15. It's awful. I shouldn't really go on Last FM and start having fights with 15-year-old kids. But anyway, I did somehow. I must have been in a bad mood when he caught me that day, so I decided to fight back, which is incredibly petty, really. But he decided he was going to label my music taste from looking at my Last FM charts as the taste of a 15-year-old. So I guess I must have had things in common with him. I don't know what he was trying to get at there. But I just thought it was really ridiculous. Now, I don't know if he was going by the fact that a lot of the music I listen to is quite heavy on the pop punk side of things. And perhaps, I mean, I know from going to gigs, pop punk gigs specifically, there are a lot of kids there. I suppose ranging from 13 to 16. I suppose they fit into the kid bracket. I don't know. And it's true, there probably is maybe a greater following of younger people for those sort of bands rather than people in their early 20s. But the point is that I just think it's ridiculous, the concept of you having to be a certain age to appreciate a certain band. At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure when a band makes music, they're not thinking, I've got to make sure that this is catered towards a 13-year-old or a 15-year-old or whatever, or even a 23-year-old. I mean, that's so ridiculous. I think the only times that may apply is when you get, I mean, you don't tend to get these bands anymore, but you used to get bands like, I don't know, I can't even think of any now. What are they called? A-teens? Probably that's just demonstrating my fact of knowing useless old pop band trivia. Probably no one's heard of the A-teens watching this. Or maybe just go back to the general traditional boy band era when you had Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and 98 Degrees and blah blah blah. I guess they did have a target market. They weren't really focusing on middle-aged men, businessmen, were they? They were focusing on women. Probably, yes, 15-year-old girls mainly, and then you would get the middle-aged housewives who had a little perv over them. Either wanted them to be their sons, excuse me, or wanted to have a little bit of a toy boy situation on the go in the fantasies that they had. But the point is, let's get back to the whole point of this. You can get music that is clearly focused on a certain target market, but when it comes to just general run-of-the-mill pop punk band or whatever, I think they're just making music, and it just so happens that a bigger portion of people that like it are younger. There's no big sign that they hang up at their gigs saying, if you are over the age of 15, you're not welcome here. Don't listen to our music. It's wrong. It's wrong. So the point is, whether or not someone thinks I have the taste of a 15-year-old girl when it comes to music, you know, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. What I'm kind of going to talk about, I'm going to talk about the bands that I got into when I was 15. Now, they were by no means new bands when I got into them. They were already in existence, but it was when I became aware of them. So they are special to me because that was when I first got into them. So the first song I remember listening to when it came to the world of rock music was Plug In Baby by Muse, and me and my friend Nicola used to get a lift with her mum every morning to school, and we would put it on without fail every morning in the car and sing along to it and do a bit of a head mosh thing. And do I mean head mosh? I think I mean head bang. I don't know. We didn't really do it very well anyway. We weren't exactly rockers, but that was the anthem of my 15-year-old days. Other bands I got into were The Offspring. Remember them? I mean, they're still. I say this like all these bands have gone. I mean, I think just looking at my little list, every band I'm going to mention is still around now, making music, and probably in the charts right now. Most of them, anyway. It's just, the point is, these are the ones that I got into first. Taking Back Sunday, but they were more when I was 17. I didn't think this through. I probably should prepare more, you know, it's disgusting. I'll tell you, one of my other main memories, actually, was Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I associate this with a trip we went on when I was in year 11, when we went to Belgium with history, for our history GCSE. And we listened to the Red Hot Chili Peppers album, By the Way, pretty much the whole trip. It was that and Aqualung, and I forget the name of the album. It was Aqualung's first album, and it is very, very depressing, really, and I don't think you dare go near it if you're even slightly down. I think it's really nice when you can connect a band, or when you first got into a band or a certain song with a memory. I mean, everyone naturally connects songs to memories. I'm sure you connect songs to memories, you do. Even if I was to just put a song on now. Let's do that, shall we? Should we demonstrate? This is what you do. So, you know, so you go on your iTunes, and this is a demonstration of this notion, which I'm sure you're aware of. It's now frozen. See, I can never depend on this when I want it. Right, so let's see. What can we come up with? Maybe a bit of... yeah, let's go for that. Sorry, I was having a bit of a moment there, and that was really awful. So yes, I just played the beginning of Beauty and the Beast theme. So now I will always connect that and doing that random display of dancing I did there, quite inventive I feel, to doing this video log. I will always connect it now. So yeah, that's beautiful. We have just made history together. Isn't that great? And you will now remember that piece of music from watching this really, really terrible attempt at a video log. So now we all feel like much, much better people, don't we? But I'm afraid for this time, the most you are getting is that random hand dance to Beauty and the Beast. And you thought this was all about alternative music. Don't be silly. You've got to have Disney songs. So, that's me signing out. I'm done. If you like this, I don't know why you would, then do subscribe. It makes me smile just a little bit when I see a new subscriber. And I'm up to 9 now, would you believe? I'm going to take my lurgy and I'm going to shut up. Yeah, so guys, thank you for watching. Sorry, I keep sniffing. That's disgusting. But, sorry, that's gross. Gotta stop sniffing.